Imagine if some of the most powerful tools to protect your health were already sitting on your plate, not in a lab, not in a pill bottle, but in everyday foods you can start using today. What if the way you eat could help your body defend itself better, stay stronger as you age, and create an environment where disease struggles to thrive? I'm going to share 5 simple food-based strategies inspired by how the body protects itself naturally. And this is especially important for men over 50 because this is the stage of life where small daily choices start to matter a lot more. After 50, men commonly face a mix of challenges. Metabolism slows down, muscle mass declines, inflammation tends to rise, and blood sugar control isn't as sharp as it used to be. Heart health becomes a priority, prostate health comes into focus, energy levels may dip, and recovery takes longer. On top of that, the body's natural defense systems are not as responsive as they once were. The good news is your body still has powerful protective mechanisms built in, and what you eat can help activate them. The first food strategy is to add foods that support your body's natural defense against abnormal blood vessel growth. Certain foods contain natural compounds that help maintain balance in the body. Think about foods like broccoli, kale, bok choy, and other cruciferous vegetables. When you chew them, you activate compounds that support cellular health. For men over 50, this matters because these foods also support detox pathways and help calm chronic inflammation, which is often at the root of many age-related issues. You don't need massive portions. A cup a day, lightly cooked or raw, is enough to make a difference over time. The second strategy is to feed your immune system every single day. Your immune system isn't just about fighting infections, it also plays a role in identifying and clearing damaged cells. Foods like mushrooms, especially shiitake and maitake, are rich in natural compounds that help immune cells communicate better. Add them to eggs, soups, or stir-fries. Garlic and onions work the same way. They are simple, affordable, and powerful. Regular intake supports immune balance, which becomes increasingly important as we age. The third food hack is about controlling inflammation and blood sugar at the same time. Berries are a great example. Blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries are packed with polyphenols that help protect blood vessels and support metabolic health. For men after 50, this helps with heart health, brain function, and energy levels. Pair berries with protein or healthy fats like yogurt or nuts to keep blood sugar steady. This is not about cutting carbs completely, but about choosing the right ones. The fourth strategy is to nourish your gut because your gut is deeply connected to your immune system and overall health. Fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi help maintain healthy gut bacteria. A balanced gut helps regulate inflammation and improves nutrient absorption. For men, this can translate into better digestion, improved energy, and even better hormone balance. Start small if you're not used to fermented foods. A few spoonfuls a day is enough. The fifth food hack is to use healthy fats to support your cells. Extra virgin olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish like sardines or salmon provide fats that support heart health and reduce harmful inflammation. Olive oil in particular contains compounds that help protect blood vessels. For men over 50, replacing processed oils with olive oil is one of the simplest upgrades you can make. Use it on salads, drizzle it over vegetables, or cook gently with it. Food alone works best when paired with a healthy lifestyle. Daily movement is essential. You don't need extreme workouts. Walking, light strength training, and stretching help preserve muscle, improve circulation, and support insulin sensitivity. Sleep is another cornerstone. Poor sleep increases inflammation and weakens immune defenses. Aim for consistent sleep schedules and reduce screen time before bed. Managing stress also matters. Chronic stress disrupts hormones and weakens the body's natural defenses. Simple breathing exercises, time outdoors, or quiet moments during the day can help reset your system. Here's the key idea to remember: your body is not passive. It's actively working every day to protect you. The foods you choose can either support that process or make it harder. For men over 50, this is not about restriction or fear. It's about empowerment. Small, consistent choices, repeated daily, can help your body stay resilient, strong, and balanced for years to come. If this kind of science-backed, practical approach to health speaks to you, keep learning, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep listening to your body. After the age of 50, the human body goes through changes that are subtle at first, but become more noticeable over time. Many men describe it as feeling like the body no longer responds the way it used to. Weight seems easier to gain and harder to lose. Energy levels fluctuate. Recovery from illness, stress, or physical exertion takes longer. What is happening beneath the surface is that the body's natural defense systems, which once worked quickly and efficiently, begin to slow down. This doesn't mean they stop working, it means they need more support. One of the most effective, Ways to provide that support is through everyday food choices. The body is equipped with built-in protection systems that constantly monitor what is happening at the cellular level. These systems help repair damaged cells, regulate inflammation, support immune surveillance, and maintain balance in blood vessels, hormones, and metabolism. When we are younger, these systems tend to operate at full capacity. As we age, especially after 50, they become less responsive due to accumulated stress, environmental exposure, lifestyle habits, and natural biological aging. This is why nutrition becomes more important, not less, as we grow older. Inflammation is one of the biggest challenges men face after 50. Low-grade chronic inflammation can quietly affect the heart, joints, prostate, blood sugar regulation, and even cognitive function. It often develops without obvious symptoms, yet it creates an internal environment where many health problems can grow. Certain foods either fuel this inflammation or help calm it. Highly processed foods, excess sugar, refined carbohydrates, and unhealthy fats can push the body toward more inflammation. On the other hand, whole foods rich in natural protective compounds can help restore balance. Vegetables play a central role here, especially cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and kale. These vegetables contain natural compounds that support the body's detoxification systems. When you chew them, enzymes are activated that help the liver process and eliminate harmful substances more efficiently. For men over 50, this is especially relevant because the liver plays a major role in hormone balance and metabolic health. Supporting detox pathways can help reduce the internal burden that slows down the body's defenses. Another key issue after 50 is reduced immune efficiency. The immune system is not just about fighting colds or infections. It also helps identify and remove cells that are damaged or behaving abnormally. With age, immune cells can become less responsive, a process sometimes referred to as immune aging. This is where food can make a real difference. Mushrooms, for example, contain beta-glucans that help immune cells communicate more effectively. Regular consumption of mushrooms has been linked to better immune balance and reduced inflammation. This doesn't require supplements or exotic products. Simple culinary mushrooms added to meals several times a week can provide consistent support. Garlic and onions are another powerful example of everyday foods with protective effects. They contain sulfur-containing compounds that support immune function and help regulate inflammation. These foods also support cardiovascular health, which becomes a major concern for men after 50. Blood vessels naturally become stiffer with age, and plaque buildup can occur over time. Compounds found in garlic help support healthy blood flow and vessel function, making it easier for oxygen and nutrients to reach tissues throughout the body. Blood sugar regulation is another challenge that becomes more pronounced with age. As metabolism slows and muscle mass decreases, the body becomes less efficient at handling glucose. This can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and increased inflammation. Foods rich in fiber and polyphenols can help counter this effect. Berries are a strong example. They provide natural sweetness along with compounds that help protect blood vessels and improve insulin sensitivity. Unlike refined sugars, berries release their sugars slowly, reducing spikes in blood glucose. Fiber itself plays a critical role in supporting the body's defenses. It feeds beneficial gut bacteria, which in turn produce compounds that help regulate inflammation and immune function. The gut is closely connected to the immune system, and disruptions in gut health can weaken the body's overall resilience. For men over 50, digestive efficiency may decline, making fiber-rich foods even more important. Vegetables, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds all contribute to a healthier gut environment. Healthy fats are another essential piece of the puzzle. The body uses fats to build cell membranes, produce hormones, and regulate inflammation. Not all fats are equal. Highly processed oils can promote inflammation, while natural fats like those found in olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish help support cellular health. Extra virgin olive oil contains compounds that protect blood vessels and reduce oxidative stress. Using olive oil regularly instead of processed oils can help support heart health, which is a top priority for aging men. Oxidative stress is another factor that increases with age. It refers to the damage caused by unstable molecules that can harm cells and tissues. While oxidative stress is a normal part of life, excessive levels can overwhelm the body's repair systems. Foods rich in antioxidants help neutralize these molecules and support cellular repair. Colorful fruits and vegetables are particularly effective because their pigments often reflect antioxidant content. Eating a variety of colors ensures a broader range of protective compounds. Protein intake also becomes more important after 50. Muscle mass naturally declines with age, a process known as sarcopenia. Muscle plays a role not just in strength and mobility, but also in metabolic health and blood sugar control. Adequate protein helps preserve muscle and supports immune function. Choosing high-quality protein sources such as fish, eggs, legumes, yogurt, and lean meats provides essential amino acids without excessive saturated fat. The timing and consistency of eating also influence the body's defenses. Irregular eating patterns, frequent snacking on processed foods, or late night heavy meals can disrupt metabolic balance. Regular meals centered around whole foods help stabilize blood sugar and reduce stress on the body. This creates an internal environment that supports repair and resilience rather than constant strain. Hydration is another often overlooked factor. As people age, the sense of thirst can diminish, leading to chronic mild dehydration. Water is essential for circulation, detoxification, and cellular function. Herbal teas, water-rich vegetables, and adequate fluid intake support the body's ability to transport nutrients and remove waste products efficiently. What makes food so powerful is not just individual nutrients, but the way they work together. Whole foods provide complex combinations of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and bioactive compounds that supplements cannot fully replicate. When these foods are consumed regularly, they send signals to the body that promote balance and resilience. Over time, these signals can help counteract the natural slowing of defense systems that occurs with aging. Men over 50 often look for quick fixes, but the most effective strategies are simple and consistent. A plate filled with vegetables, a source of healthy fat, quality protein, and fiber-rich carbohydrates, supports multiple systems at once. This approach doesn't require perfection, it requires awareness and repetition. Small improvements made daily can accumulate into meaningful long-term benefits. Another important aspect is reducing exposure to foods that undermine the body's defenses. Excessive sugar, refined grains, and ultra-processed snacks can overwhelm metabolic systems and increase inflammation. Alcohol, when consumed in excess, can impair liver function and immune response. Moderation and mindful choices allow the body's natural repair mechanisms to function more effectively. As men age, the goal shifts from performance to preservation and resilience. Food becomes a tool to maintain strength, clarity, and vitality. Supporting the body's defense systems through nutrition is not about restriction or fear, it is about alignment with how the body is designed to function. When given the right building blocks, the body continues to protect itself, adapt, and heal even later in life. Every meal is an opportunity to either add stress or provide support. Vegetables, fruits, healthy fats, quality proteins, and fermented foods all send positive signals to the body. Over time, these signals influence gene expression, immune balance, and metabolic health. This is why everyday foods matter so much after 50. They help compensate for the natural slowing of internal systems and create conditions where the body can continue to defend itself effectively. Consistency matters more than intensity. Eating one healthy meal does not change everything, just as one poor choice does not undo progress. The body responds to patterns. When healthy foods become the norm rather than the exception, the internal environment gradually shifts. Inflammation can decrease, immune communication can improve, and metabolic balance can be restored. This approach empowers men to take an active role in their health without relying solely on medical interventions. It respects the body's innate intelligence and works with it rather than against it. Food becomes a daily form of communication with the body, reinforcing the systems that keep it strong and resilient over time. Eating for health after the age of 50 is often misunderstood. Many men believe it requires strict rules, eliminating entire food groups, or following complicated plans that feel unsustainable. In reality, supporting the body at this stage of life is not about extremes. It is about consistency, quality, and understanding how food interacts with the body's systems. When the focus shifts from dieting to nourishment, food becomes a daily tool that supports immunity, gut health, blood sugar balance, heart function, and overall resilience. As men age, the body becomes less forgiving of poor dietary habits. In younger years, the body can compensate for irregular meals, excess sugar, or processed foods. After 50, these same habits often lead to fatigue, weight gain, digestive discomfort, and changes in lab markers such as cholesterol or blood sugar. This happens because metabolic flexibility declines. The body's ability to quickly switch between fuel sources and repair damage slows down. Choosing foods that work with the body rather than against it becomes essential. Immune health is one of the most important areas influenced by daily eating habits. The immune system relies on a steady supply of nutrients to function properly. Vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients all play a role in helping immune cells recognize threats and respond appropriately. Whole foods provide these nutrients in forms the body can easily use. Vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, seeds, and fermented foods contribute to immune balance when consumed regularly. This is not about boosting the immune system aggressively, but about supporting its natural regulation. Gut health is deeply connected to immunity and overall well-being. The digestive tract is home to trillions of bacteria that influence inflammation, nutrient absorption, and even mood. With age, the diversity of gut bacteria can decline, especially when diets are low in fiber and high in processed foods. A diet rich in plant-based fibers helps nourish beneficial bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids that help strengthen the gut lining and regulate immune responses. For men after 50, maintaining gut integrity is key to reducing chronic inflammation and supporting long-term health. Fermented foods play a unique role in gut health. Yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and similar foods introduce beneficial bacteria and support microbial diversity. Regular, small amounts are often more effective than occasional large servings. These foods can improve digestion, reduce bloating, and enhance nutrient absorption. Over time, they help create a gut environment that supports immune communication and metabolic stability. Blood sugar balance becomes more fragile with age. Muscle mass naturally declines, and muscle is one of the primary tissues responsible for absorbing glucose from the bloodstream. As muscle decreases, blood sugar levels can rise more easily after meals. This is why men over 50 often notice changes in energy levels or increased cravings. Choosing carbohydrates wisely helps address this issue. Whole carbohydrates such as vegetables, legumes, and whole grains provide fiber that slows digestion and prevents sharp spikes in blood sugar. Pairing carbohydrates with protein and healthy fats further stabilizes blood sugar. Protein helps preserve muscle mass and support satiety, while fats slow gastric emptying and reduce rapid glucose absorption. This balanced approach allows the body to process food more efficiently and reduces strain on insulin regulation. Over time, this helps maintain steady energy and reduces the risk of metabolic issues. Heart health is another major concern influenced by daily eating habits. As men age, blood vessels can lose elasticity and cholesterol levels may shift. Foods rich in unsaturated fats, such as olive oil, nuts, seeds, and fish, help support healthy lipid profiles. These foods provide fatty acids that reduce inflammation and support the structure of cell membranes. Replacing processed fats with natural sources is one of the simplest and most effective changes men can make. Fiber plays a critical role in heart health as well. Soluble fiber found in foods like oats, beans, lentils, and certain fruits helps regulate cholesterol by binding to bile acids and supporting their elimination. This process encourages the body to use circulating cholesterol to produce more bile, helping maintain balance. Regular fiber intake also supports gut bacteria that influence cardiovascular health through metabolic signaling. Eating for health is not about cutting out enjoyment or cultural foods. It is about making thoughtful adjustments that improve nutrient density. Adding more vegetables to familiar meals, choosing whole grains more often, and cooking with healthier oils are practical steps that do not feel restrictive. Over time, taste preferences adapt and whole foods become more satisfying. Protein quality becomes increasingly important with age. The body's ability to utilize protein efficiently declines, meaning men may need slightly more protein to maintain muscle and support immune function. High-quality protein sources such as fish, eggs, yogurt, legumes, and lean meats provide essential amino acids without excessive additives. Spreading protein intake evenly across meals improves absorption and muscle maintenance. Micronutrient intake also deserves attention. Nutrients such as magnesium, zinc, vitamin D, and B vitamins support energy production, immune balance, and metabolic health. Whole foods naturally contain these nutrients in balanced combinations. Leafy greens, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and dairy products all contribute to micronutrient sufficiency when included regularly. Hydration interacts closely with nutrition. Adequate fluid intake supports digestion, circulation, and nutrient transport. Mild dehydration can affect energy levels and cognitive function, which are already areas of concern for aging men. Drinking water consistently throughout the day and consuming water-rich foods supports overall metabolic efficiency. One of the biggest benefits of a healthy eating pattern is its cumulative effect. No single meal determines health outcomes. What matters is the pattern repeated day after day. This reduces pressure and allows flexibility. Occasional indulgences do not undo progress when the overall pattern supports the body. This mindset encourages long-term adherence rather than short-term compliance. Food choices also influence inflammation at a systemic level. Chronic inflammation is linked to many age-related conditions. Diets rich in fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and whole grains provide anti-inflammatory compounds that help regulate immune signaling. Reducing reliance on ultra-processed foods lowers exposure to additives and refined ingredients that promote inflammatory responses. Mental clarity and mood are also affected by diet. Blood sugar swings, nutrient deficiencies, and gut imbalances can influence cognitive function and emotional well-being. Stable meals that include protein, healthy fats, and fiber support neurotransmitter production and steady energy supply to the brain. Over time, this can improve focus and reduce irritability or mental fatigue. Eating for health after 50 requires patience and self-awareness. The body may respond more slowly than it did in younger years, but it still responds. Improvements in digestion, energy, and lab markers often occur gradually. This reinforces the importance of consistency rather than rapid change. Small, manageable adjustments sustained over time create meaningful benefits. Social and environmental factors also play a role. Eating in a relaxed setting, chewing food thoroughly, and avoiding distractions support digestion and nutrient absorption. Stress during meals can impair digestive processes, reducing the benefits of even the healthiest foods. Creating a calm eating environment helps the body fully utilize nutrients. Sleep quality is influenced by diet as well. Heavy, late meals or excessive sugar can disrupt sleep patterns. Balanced meals earlier in the evening support better rest, which in turn supports metabolic and immune health. Sleep and nutrition reinforce each other in a continuous cycle. Ultimately, healthy eating after 50 is about supporting the body's systems rather than forcing change. Food provides signals that guide immune function, metabolic balance, and tissue repair. When these signals are consistent and supportive, the body adapts in positive ways. This approach reduces reliance on willpower and replaces it with routine. Men who adopt this mindset often find that healthy eating becomes simpler over time. The focus shifts from rules to nourishment, from restriction to support. Meals become opportunities to strengthen the body rather than challenges to overcome. This consistency allows food to play its role as a foundation for long-term health, stability, and resilience. Healthy food on its own can do a lot, but it works at its highest potential when it is paired with the way a person lives day to day. After the age of 50, lifestyle habits begin to play a larger role in determining how well the body uses nutrients, repairs damage, and maintains balance. Men often focus on what they eat while overlooking how movement, sleep, stress, and daily routines influence whether those nutrients are actually effective. Food sends signals to the body, but lifestyle determines how clearly those signals are received. One of the most important lifestyle factors is daily movement. As men age, muscle mass naturally declines, and this has wide-ranging effects beyond strength. Muscle tissue is metabolically active and plays a key role in blood sugar regulation, hormone balance, and circulation. When muscle mass decreases, the body becomes less efficient at managing glucose, which can lead to fatigue, weight gain, and increased inflammation. Regular movement helps counter this process. It does not require intense workouts or long hours in the gym. Consistent walking, light resistance training, stretching, and mobility exercises are enough to stimulate muscle fibers and maintain function. Movement also improves circulation. Better blood flow allows nutrients from food to reach tissues more efficiently and helps remove waste products. This supports organ function and cellular repair. Even short bouts of activity throughout the day can make a difference. Sitting for long periods slows circulation and contributes to stiffness and metabolic slowdown. Breaking up sedentary time with gentle movement supports the body's ability to use food for repair rather than storage. Sleep is another critical factor that determines how well food supports health. During sleep, the body shifts into repair mode. Hormones involved in growth, tissue repair, and immune regulation are released primarily at night. Poor sleep disrupts these processes and increases stress hormones, which can interfere with digestion, blood sugar control, and appetite regulation. Men over 50 often experience changes in sleep patterns, including lighter sleep or more frequent waking. Supporting sleep quality becomes essential for overall health. Diet and sleep influence each other closely. Eating heavy meals late at night can disrupt sleep by increasing digestive activity when the body should be resting. Excess sugar or caffeine later in the day can also interfere with sleep cycles. Balanced meals consumed earlier in the evening support more stable blood sugar overnight, which reduces nighttime awakenings. Adequate intake of magnesium-rich foods, such as leafy greens, nuts, and seeds, can also support relaxation and sleep quality. Stress management is another lifestyle factor that directly affects how food impacts the body. Chronic stress increases levels of cortisol, a hormone that influences blood sugar, fat storage, and immune function. Elevated cortisol over long periods can promote inflammation and weaken the body's defenses. Even a nutrient-rich diet may not fully counteract the effects of unmanaged stress. Simple stress reduction practices can significantly enhance the benefits of healthy eating. Breathing exercises, time outdoors, mindfulness practices, or quiet moments during the day help calm the nervous system. These practices do not need to be time-consuming. Even a few minutes of slow, deep breathing can shift the body out of a stress response and improve digestion. When the nervous system is calmer, the body absorbs nutrients more efficiently and regulates appetite more effectively. Consistency in daily routines also matters. The body thrives on rhythm. Regular meal times, consistent sleep schedules, and predictable activity patterns help regulate hormones and metabolic processes. Irregular routines can confuse internal clocks, leading to disrupted digestion, poor sleep, and unstable energy levels. Establishing simple routines supports the body's natural cycles and enhances the impact of good nutrition. Hydration is another lifestyle element that interacts with food. Water is essential for digestion, circulation, and nutrient transport. As men age, the sense of thirst often becomes less noticeable, increasing the risk of mild chronic dehydration. This can affect energy levels, digestion, and cognitive function. Drinking water regularly throughout the day and consuming water-rich foods such as fruits and vegetables supports overall metabolic efficiency. Alcohol consumption also plays a role in how effectively food supports health. Moderate intake may be tolerated by some individuals, but excessive or frequent alcohol consumption can interfere with liver function, nutrient absorption, and sleep quality. The liver is responsible for processing many nutrients and regulating metabolism. When it is overburdened, the benefits of healthy eating can be reduced. Being mindful of alcohol intake allows the body's repair systems to function more efficiently. Social habits and environment influence lifestyle more than many people realize. Eating in a relaxed environment without rushing or distractions supports digestion. Chewing food thoroughly signals the digestive system to release enzymes needed for proper nutrient breakdown. Eating while stressed or distracted can impair digestion and reduce nutrient absorption. Creating a calm eating environment enhances the body's ability to use food effectively. Sunlight exposure is another often overlooked factor. Sunlight helps regulate circadian rhythms and supports vitamin D production, which is important for immune function, bone health, and muscle strength. Spending time outdoors during daylight hours supports sleep quality and overall hormonal balance. This complements the effects of a nutrient-rich diet. Mental engagement and purpose also influence physical health. Staying mentally active through learning, hobbies, or social interaction supports cognitive function and emotional well-being. Chronic loneliness or lack of purpose can increase stress and negatively affect immune health. A balanced lifestyle that includes social connection enhances the body's resilience and supports the benefits of healthy eating. Flexibility and mobility work become more important with age. Joint stiffness and reduced range of motion can limit activity and discourage movement. Gentle stretching, yoga, or mobility exercises help maintain joint health and reduce discomfort. This allows men to stay active and continue benefiting from movement-related metabolic support. Another key aspect is listening to the body's signals. Hunger, fullness, energy levels, and digestion provide feedback about how food and lifestyle choices are affecting health. Ignoring these signals can lead to overeating, poor food choices, or excessive restriction. Developing awareness helps men adjust habits in ways that support long-term well-being. Technology and screen time also influence lifestyle health. Excessive screen use, especially in the evening, can disrupt sleep patterns by interfering with melatonin production. Setting boundaries around screen time supports better sleep and recovery. This, in turn, enhances the body's ability to use nutrients for repair rather than coping with stress. The combination of healthy eating and supportive lifestyle habits creates a positive feedback loop. Movement improves insulin sensitivity, making it easier for the body to process carbohydrates. Good sleep improves appetite regulation, reducing cravings for processed foods. Stress management supports digestion and immune balance. Each habit reinforces the others, amplifying the overall effect. Men over 50 often underestimate how small lifestyle changes can accumulate over time. Adding a daily walk, improving sleep routines, or practicing brief relaxation techniques can significantly enhance the benefits of a healthy diet. These changes do not require drastic effort, but they do require intention and consistency. Adaptability is also important. The body's needs change with age, and strategies that worked in younger years may need adjustment. Being open to modifying routines, experimenting with new forms of movement, or adjusting meal timing allows men to find what works best for their current stage of life. Recovery becomes more important with age, allowing time for rest between physical activities, prioritizing sleep, and avoiding chronic overexertion help prevent injury and burnout. Recovery supports muscle repair and immune function, ensuring that the benefits of movement and nutrition are realized. Ultimately, lifestyle habits determine whether food acts as fuel for health or simply calories consumed. When movement, sleep, stress management, hydration, and daily routines are aligned, the body becomes more efficient and resilient. This alignment allows the nutrients from food to support repair, balance, and long-term vitality in a meaningful way,